Man, I just spoke to Eric Bellinger, Grammy Award-winning artist, actually in the States. That's why we had the Zoom call. But we promise you every time we're going to bring you the conversations, the interviews, no matter what. Now, right now, I'm going to be talking to an artist who I've been in love with for years, but we're fighting because I haven't seen her in a while. And I'm sure a lot of fans have also been asking. You know, one thing about fans is fans can never get enough. They always want more and more. And in this position, that's something you have to do. You know, that's why we're always having these conversations. That's why artists, you know, understand the need to constantly release music and be out there, you know. The fan is the fan, and we do appreciate the fans always. So we're going to get to that in a bit, but please send us messages, MX24GH, every single platform, hashtags MXLIVE, anything you want to ask, you know. If you want to add your voice, we're absolutely open. Please tweet as many times as you want. We're going to try and respond, retweet as many times as we can. Now, a very beautiful lady in red sitting next to me. Hello, darling.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Very
You're looking lovely today.
Oh, anytime I come here, I'm so happy. Everybody's so sweet.
Wait, am I the one who's sweet, or is it these guys in the background you're talking about?
You and your guys, everybody's
Don't
just
add
smiling,
them.
smiling.
Do not add them. Sefa, do not add them. It is me.
Okay, it's you.
Yeah. No. She doesn't. Sefa, how have you been?
I've been very well,
Let's
thank
put
you.
the music to the side. Because people might not know this, but you're very family oriented, right?
Yeah.
You're close to your parents, your sisters, your brothers. So yeah, that's what I want to know. Putting the fame aside, the Instagram, the music, how's Sefa?
Sefa, it's okay. Sefa has been going through a roller coaster, but she's getting okay. She's getting fine. As long as I'm here, you should know.
A roller coaster?
You know, I'm doing fine. Because I'm here.
Please elaborate, because roller coaster can mean, like, you know, ups. A roller coaster is ups and downs,
Yeah.
right? What are some of those ups and downs you've been through most recently on this journey now in music?
It's been like, this year has been so eye-opening for me, and a lot of like moments where I felt like, oh, why didn't I see this before? Why didn't I think about this before? So I had to make some changes with work. I had to make some changes with my personal life. I had to make some changes with basically everything around me. So now it's like I'm trying to put myself back together. I'm trying to get myself back together.
Okay. We're going to get to those changes in a bit, right? But as a fan looking outside in, I want to know, is it expensive being Sefa? Because one thing about you is you're always working, right? I see you traveling. Sometimes I text Sefa, oh, how you doing? He's like, oh, Jay, I'm in the States. You know, I'm going back in a bit. She's going for a show. Sefa's always looking lovely.
Yeah.
You know, Sefa's music videos are always top notch. You know, your features are, nah, I'm not even trying to be nice, you know? Like
you.
from your features, we're going to get to the most recent one with Camido. You know, you work with Mr. Drew, with Sarkodie. So I'm looking at all of these things. And I'm asking myself, I'm wondering, you know, not even about how it's funded, but I just want to know, is being Sefa expensive?
Yes, it is expensive. And when I say expensive, I'm not talking about material stuff. Obviously, there are a lot of material things that go into it, but I'm not focused more on the material side because money can come and go. But it's expensive being me in the sense whereby I'm very secluded. I keep to myself a lot. So it being expensive is more of like, I can't share what I'm feeling or what I'm going through with other people. So it's more of like an emotional expense. I have to deal with stuff myself. I have to work through things myself.
Why do you feel like that?
I don't know. I just feel like I have to make it work either ways. There's no other option than to make it work. And I don't like burdening people, you know?
Oh, okay.
That sort of thing. So it's more of like just me trying to work it through, trying to make it work.
Doesn't it get overwhelming?
It does.
How do you deal with it?
Overstimulation. I just go offline. I just go offline for some time, like go somewhere for like 1 week, no network. Yeah.
Okay, because the thing is, the reason why I asked that is, looking at the songs you release, right? The features and the music videos. And earlier on, I said that fans always want more.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to understand this, and I want to know, is that the reason we don't get as much music as we'd want from Sefa?
Yes, I mean, I have a lot of music that my people have heard, but it's not out yet because of 1 or 2 things that has to do with the label I was signed to and the work we were doing. And you know, like as even human beings, there are issues. You go through issues as human beings in your houses, you know. So sometimes when you are trying to explain to other people that, oh, I have music, I want to release, but there are some things that are hindering me from releasing it, they will not understand because they are not on the inside, or they are not inside with you. So yeah, there's been basically...
Has it been difficult explaining, you know, like on a platform like this, you know, personally? I'm sure whenever you're out for an event, so if I want new music, so if I what's going on, is it difficult trying to make fans understand? Because again, look at your fan base, look at the number of people that ask you these questions. Is it difficult? Again, the word overwhelming comes here for me. Does it get overwhelming answering all these questions?
It is difficult because they don't act like you do. They ask for them. They're so entitled. They're like, give us new music every day. You're singing one song. They're so harsh. And sometimes I see all those things and I'm like, you guys will not understand. I've been trying so hard. Like, and it's been so overwhelming to the point that you can't even explain it to other people, because it has gotten to the point where it's like, everybody is like, oh, she's just trying to make an excuse, you know, because there are things that they see and then they're like, she's doing well, why can't she release music? But there's a lot going on behind the scenes.
You just said something here, darling. You just said the record label you were on. We all know that you were on D Black's record label.
Yeah.
Are you still there?
No, I'm not.
So you're not with D Black's. How long have you been independent? Has it been a long time?
Ever since I joined Black Avenue Music, right? Okay, I'll answer your question, but ever since I joined Black Avenue Music, I've always seen Black Avenue Music as family, you know? So I would say that I was under Black Avenue Music, but I was still working as an independent artist. You know, most of the things I do now, I used to do back then. There's nothing that is different. The only difference is that maybe because it's a label and it's like a powerhouse, you know, there are some few plugs here and there.
Including funding your music?
Yes, I put money into my music and stuff like that. Black Avenue Music also do their part.
Okay.
You know, they are there as a label and everything. But it's just like, if you want to ask me, when did you start being like an independent artist? I've been doing it for some time now.
Oh,
you understand?
okay.
But I officially, it's now that it's like, okay, I don't have a record label that is there to support me as per usual, you know? Yeah, so it's more of like I'm just doing my own thing.
Wow, it's quite incredible, right? How we see artists and how social media works, you know? And again, I like the way you're talking about this, because I think there's a lot of layers to Sefa, right? But people see Sefa, number one, Sefa, like you said, is quite restricted. You know, that's how you are naturally. Sefa will not bother you. You know, if Sefa doesn't call, you think that Sefa is fighting you, but she's not fighting you. To anybody that she doesn't call, right? So people see these things and people assume, oh, Sefa is okay. Because we're seeing features, like I said, with Sarkodie, with Mr. Drew, with Camido. Sefa has no issues. Looking at it that way too, do you think that that can cause a bit of a problem or a misunderstanding of who you are? Because if people feel like you don't have a problem, people are not going to reach out.
Yeah.
Does that come up in mind sometimes where people don't know these things about you?
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, and it's a very good thing you brought up, because a lot of people are like, oh, you seem fine, you seem okay, and sometimes even that I feel like the kind of perception people have of me when it comes to social media and my work is different from who I am as a person. So they'll never get to when I tell them, oh, I'm going through some stuff, I'm trying to deal with work and all of that, but also it has nothing to do with any other person. I just don't like being a bother to people, because it feels like everybody has something going on.
So you can worry yourself.
So it's
blow my line. Call me, send me messages. I have credit. At least I'll get credit.
You get credit?
Yeah. So call me. I don't mind. You know.
But sometimes, you know, but also sometimes, because as I said, I see Black Avenue Music as family. So if anything happens, I try my possible best just to keep it under wraps, because it's a whole family thing, you know. Don't make too much noise, just work through it like you've been doing.
So is your relationship with Black Avenue Music like fine? Your relationship with D Black? Because that's how, you know, people, that's what people see. How's the relationship with them?
We're cool.
What?
We're cool.
You're cool. Yeah. Okay. That's good for me to hear. She's saying they're cool. Do you also get, or when you're not releasing music as much, do you get bothered by, you know, fans, you know, moving on to the next artist or listening to another artist more? Does that thing bother you, or are you the type of artist like, you know, I'm just going to release it. If you mess with it, you mess with it. If you don't, you don't.
It really bothered me. It bothered me a lot, because when you see like so many years of investment, and I'm not even talking about just the monetary aspect, it's about the emotions, reaching out to other artists, making sure they do their songs, bringing it to you, making sure your videographer does it right, or producer does it right, the sleepless nights, everything. it's so heartbreaking when you see everything like you've built for a number of years just within like some couple of months go down because you are not being consistent. You're not giving the people what they want, you know?
Yeah.
So it's more of like, it got to a point I was like, what is even happening? What am I doing here? Like, because you have to sit down and actually ask yourself these questions and know if you really want to be stuck at where you were or you want to move on. So obviously, I know I've lost people because it's been a number of, this whole year I just released music. You know, it's been some time since I released music, and obviously everybody releases good music all the time, so they'll move on and stuff like that. But I'm just happy to be back. At least I'm not where I was left before. So I'm happy to be back.
Have you ever questioned, you know, taking this path with making music, looking at the things you're telling us, telling me right now?
Yeah, I have.
Wow.
I have. This past few months has been crazy. Like, it's been something I've been thinking about for some time now, but these past few months has been so crazy to the point that it's like people are bashing you online. You are going through stuff personally that people don't know what you're going through, and they are bashing you online. You go to places, they're asking for new music, and they don't ask like the way Max TV and you are asking so nicely. Oh, when is this? They're asking like, oh, you're lazy. You don't want to release music. Black Avenue Music is wasting money on you, you know, and the bullying and everything. So it's like, why am I even doing it? Because I'm fighting so hard to make it work, and the people I'm trying to make it work for, in as much as I'm doing it for myself, don't even recognize me as a hardworking artist, you know?
Wow.
So probably if I go out of music, I can still make more than what I'm making, because probably I'll just go into a hostess or something. But it's like, this is my passion, you know? And the people still have to hear the music, whether they like it or not. And I have a few people that still support and love me. So.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, MX24, you know, we love you, you know, and, you know, we're talking today, you know, the team at MX24, and we're talking about, we're listening to your songs, and it's like, your songs are good, like, so good. So I think, even though the fans ask you the way they do, I think it's because of an appreciation of what you've done. Because if you hadn't done what you've done, people probably wouldn't care. So I know you might have not thought about it like that, but I just want you to know, with everything you're going through, you know, emotionally, mentally, just know it's because of the work you've put in. And sometimes you can be a victim of success. You know, you work so hard that you have to match up to those levels. You know, if you're a footballer, you score today, you go and score in 1 game, or why didn't you score? But it's not like you didn't try your best. So I like the way we're peeling the layers. You know, fans see this and they're like, oh, wow, she's going through these things, but she's talking about these things. And I appreciate you for that. You know, we love you, but I love you more. And how does it feel, and why did you decide to release music now? Is it because of what you're going through with your record label? And yeah, I just want to know why now, and with Camido and the song.
So I didn't want to end the year without releasing music. That is not what I wanted for myself as an artist, as an individual, somebody with passion, you know. So with whatever is going on with my business family, you know, I just try to put it aside and be like, okay, let me just do it. Because if I don't do it, I'm going to be stuck there forever. And there are people out there are still going to be like, oh, you're not working hard, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. They don't even know where the whole problem is coming from, you know. So I just wanted to be myself, still do what I love to do. Because if I'm not doing this, whereby I wake up from my house and come for interviews and stuff like that, I'll still be wallowing in whatever it is I was going through. So this is something that used to be an escape for me when I was growing up. So it's just like, okay, let me just do it now.
We're going to get to the music in a bit, but there's something I wanted to ask you, and it's, you know, people see Sefa, beautiful, you know, speaks very well. Your Instagram is popping. I'm always there. You know, I must say. But do you think there are certain fans who look beyond your music, and does that worry you? Like, I've seen ladies say, you know, people don't pay attention to how good I am at what I'm doing. They just look at how beautiful I am. Has that happened to you at some point in your career?
Yes, it bothers me all the time.
Wow.
All the time.
People look away from the music and just focus on how beautiful you are.
All the time. Sometimes it's not even about, like, you go for shows. I went for this show one time and then I finished performing. I came down and I was actually like harassed. Men, women, everybody touching me sexually.
Wow.
And it was crazy. And it's like, I just finished performing, giving you like the best performance I think I always do.
And they weren't talking about the music and the performance.
And then they were singing along and everything. And then I come off stage, instead of you to tell me, oh, like, oh, you are doing well, you want to sexually harass me, you know.
Wow.
And it doesn't even make sense, because it feels like people put away their hard work. They refuse to see the hard work, probably because I'm not a male, or, you know, because it's a male-dominated industry. So it's like, okay, they want to put away the hard work and just focus on, oh, she has a nice body, she has a nice face. But that is not all it's all about, you know. But as a female artist too, my whole personality, my whole physical appearance also helps with the brand. But that is not what it's all about. I'm more than... There's more to me than just like, yeah, I want to keep it like very like demure, very cutesy, you know. There's more to me than just...
She'd demure us right now.
There's more to me than just like my physical appearance.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite intriguing, you know, because again, I've thought about these things. Like myself, I watch so many interviews. I listen to so many people, men and women, and they talk about these things. Sorry, it's like a rich kid who's being told, oh, it's because of your dad's money. But you know, there are rich kids who actually work hard.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. And just like when they see any female who has made it, it's like, oh, it's another person's money, or is that thing. And that is one thing I usually really got when I was like with Black Avenue Music, and that's why I don't go on Twitter warriors. They're like, everybody is like coming at you. They're like, oh, it's either you are dating D Black. There's nothing that has to do with the hard work I've put in, you know. And sometimes it's very difficult to blame them too, because they don't see what's going on behind the scenes. There's been days where I haven't slept for days and stuff like that, but it's more of like, we are all human beings. They should know that everybody's going through something personally, and you cannot just base somebody's whole personality on what you see on social media or what you hear. And I can also work hard for my money. It doesn't have to be mad.
Please, me, I don't mind telling you.
If you get money, I'll take it.
Yeah. On the way. Again, I just love, you know, how honest you are, because I don't know if anybody's going to believe this, but this is who you are off air. You know, she doesn't portray, you know, she doesn't act. And, you know, I love that you're talking about these things that you went through. And the good thing, you know, aside all of this, is the music is coming.
Yeah.
Please tell us about this song.
So,
see a smile on her face right now.
I know, because I really love this song. This song is like my first baby of like the label. I really love this song because I just wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want to talk about money. I didn't want to talk about what's going on in the world. I just wanted like to talk about simple love, like having to feel that sort of love where it's like, you know, when we're young, the kind of love.
2024, is that simple love?
Yes,
like honestly,
people are really looking for love. It's because it's scarce now.
It's just simple love, where there's no money involved. You know,
not like you know, money makes everything sweet, but like the kind of simple I'm talking about, like it's more of like not talking about like, oh, I want you to drive me in a Range Rover. Just like take me to a field, a park.
Like let's walk there.
Let's walk. Let's just
could be
talk.
a Picanto.
I mean,
it doesn't matter.
Even bicycle.
Love is love.
Keke, you know keke.
Okay, so that's what the song's focused on, you know, about that like simple love. Bruh, Camido, what's all with all this hugging, man? That's my guy, but like, okay, we'll talk about that off air. I must say, the visuals do look good. And today we're getting like a super, super exclusive one here at MX24. I'm very appreciative for that, you know, very grateful that the fans get to enjoy this. Were you a little bit nervous, you know, not having dub music in such a while? It's like, okay, Sefa is back, so to speak. Were you like, what are they going to think?
Yes, I was.
Oh.
I was so nervous. But then, I mean, if you don't take the leap of faith, you can never make it anywhere in life. You need to move, you know. Because when you're stuck at one place at a very long time and people are progressing, they leave you behind. But if you move along with them and you grow with them, even if they might not appreciate you as much, you know, but still, they're still going to love you. And I still have, as I said, I have people that still love me, supports me, and I thank you. And are there for me. So it's not like I was nervous because I felt like people will not listen to my music again. I was just nervous because now I have to really say, okay, stand and be like, I'm doing it by myself.
So no more breaks, no more extensive breaks.
I have a lot of songs. So
there are no more extensive breaks.
No more extensive
do you own your previous music? Can you perform your previous music on the record label?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay.
Because like I really worked hard on those songs.
Okay.
So yes, I can.
Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I mean, Camido, I'm not too surprised as him because brother is super talented. But why him for this song?
I love Camido's voice. I love like everything about him. Even ever since we did the song, he's been so supportive. Calls me all the time. Oh, where are you going to be today? How is it going? How is promotion going?
Nice.
What can I do to help?
So there is support in the industry.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, and that's nice.
Camido is one person that if you work with, you're really going to enjoy it. So, I mean, and he's also super talented. Very, very talented. So that is why it is Camido.
Bruh, I better be your love interest in your next music video, darling.
Wait,
Because this is too much.
I'm looking for you.
Okay, you there be saying a little then I'll catch you. Sefa, thank you so much for making time
Thank
today.
you.
I really wanted us to put a couple of layers, and I think in a short space of time we've done that. You're an amazing artist. I know you've been through a lot, but just know people do appreciate you.
Thank
You know,
you
we live
very
in a
much.
very negative world, but never forget that people love you for your music and what you put out there. We do have to sign off, but what do you want to tell your fans before we go?
First of all, I would like to say a big thank you to you and your team for always being sweet to me. Thank you so much. And to everybody listening, I just want to tell everybody that, I mean, everybody's going through something one way or the other. Take it easy on yourself. I have new music. I'll go and listen to it. Just relax, chill, and take life easy. And thank you for all your support. I mean, so far, I know I've been gone for a very long time, but I'm back now. So.
She's back, here to stay. High five. Thank you so much. That was an
Thank
awesome
you.
one. I do have to let her go. Super exclusive right now on MX24 TV. And it's all thanks to my darling Sefa here. And to you, the fans, you know, for constantly making noise and worrying the artists for the music. They understand, right? They understand. But again, this exclusive means so much to me because of what she means to me. Please keep supporting our artists worldwide. Can't wait to see her perform. Can't wait to get more music. This is MX24 TV. This has been MX Live. Enjoy this exclusive. Salute.
You know how to tingle, baby, you choke me like blingo.